And just a second, just a moment. Okay, and we are live on YouTube. Yeah, okay. And we can start our conversation. The first question is, do you have a favorite food? Why is it your favorite food? Sheila, can you start with the question answering?
Yeah. Well, it's so hard to me to say my favorite food because I like so much of all the types of all the kinds of food. But if I could choose, maybe um, cookie, maybe. I
Yeah.
think that's it.
But why do you choose cookie? Is there a reason?
Um, I think the flavor and the how can I say? Mm, I forgot the word. Um,
You can speak in Portuguese if you want. No problem.
um, it's about consistency. I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
I think the consistency of cooking is so wonderful. And brigadeiro, I don't know.
It's a
Uh,
classic.
classic, the most wonderful candy of the world, I think.
Good, good. I'm a fan of cookies too. And you, Eliane, do you have a favorite food and why is it your favorite food?
Yes. I like Brazilian regional food. I like to eat regional dishes, like my special for me, my favorite dishes is feijoada.
Yeah, it's very good too. Yeah. And for me, for example, my favorite food was stroganoff. I really like it, but I don't know what happened. I think I got tired of it. And now my favorite food is pizza. I know it's a junk food, it's not healthy, but I really like it because we have different flavors. We have like the salty options and we have the candy ones because I also like chocolate pizza or chocolate with strawberry pizza. Some people think it's too much to mix up in the pizza, but I really like. I mean, like pizza. It matches with different occasions, like birthday, hanging out with friends, or comfort food. We can do it at home too. So yeah, I'm a big fan of pizza. And you, Elio, do you have a favorite food, and why is it your favorite?
I believe it changes from time to times. Nowadays, I enjoy to eat meat, all kinds, roasted. Uh, I really enjoy chicken as well. Um, I'm more I'm more keen on salty dishes than candy ones, like Sheila said. But I don't believe it. I have a favorite one, and the favorite just changes from time to time.
Yeah, it makes sense. I mean, to have a favorite food forever, it would be
Yes.
bad. It would be boring.
we get tired, as you said, Amanda.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I like meat too. You were saying, I remember barbecue. It's something that I really like. Yeah.
Yes, it's very nice. I love it.
And you, Rujima, do you have a favorite food, or what is your favorite food at the moment?
Um, if I'm going to eat right now, I would like to eat pizza. So maybe today my favorite food is pizza. But for having lunch, it's barbecue and feijoada on Saturday. So I have several types of food I like.
Yeah, we have some classics here. Okay,
Yes.
okay. And the next one is the opposite. Is there a food you really don't like? What is this food, or why you don't like this food? If you have one. And what about you, Eliane?
No, I I I don't remember any food I don't like. I love to eat almost everything.
That's great. I mean, any you like all the kinds of fruits and vegetables. I always think of healthy food, you know.
I like all the vegetables.
I wish I were like you. Yeah. And you, Shayla, is there a food you don't like? And what is this food?
I agree with Italiano. I love every food, but the only is bucho. I don't know what I say this in English, but I don't like, really don't like bucho. I think that's only.
Okay, yeah, it makes sense. Yeah. I mean I don't like pear, the fruit. And I think my father tells me that when I was a child, I drank a lot of pear vitamin, you know, like banana vitamin and pear vitamin. So I think I drank too much when I was a kid. Then I don't know, I got traumatized maybe, or I got tired of the flavor, and I really don't like pear. I can think of other foods, but pear is a fruit that I really don't like. And you, Elio, is there a food you don't like, or are you like Eliane and Shayla?
Actually, I like all kinds of food, but seafood uh, is a kind of food that I prefer not to eat. I don't like the smell. The smell sometimes makes me a little sick, but only seafood is one of my one food that I don't like very much.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, for me, seafood, we see almost the animal, you know, like everything in the plate. So it makes me, I think it's weird,
Yeah.
the seafood plates. Yeah.
But
And
but shrimp
yeah,
and bacalhau I like
it's
very much.
okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
But
that kind of soup with seafood I don't like very much.
yeah, I agree with you. And you, Hujima, is
I
there a
like
food you don't like?
at the first moment, nothing came to my mind, but when you talked about fruit, I just remembered guava, the fruit. I don't like it, uh, the taste, and not even juice. I don't do any effort to eat. Uh, Sheila mentioned bushu. I love that one. That's one I don't eat. I don't eat every day, but because it doesn't exist anywhere, it's not that easy to find or to prepare. So when
Yeah,
when someone does, I like different foods, strange foods, let's say.
you like to try new foods.
Yeah, I like to try new foods.
Yeah, that's nice. I'm surprised, and I wish I were like you. I mean, nobody said broccoli or something like this. It's nice. And the fourth question, I am curious to hear from you is, do you have a favorite restaurant or place you like to go to eat? And if you have, what is this restaurant, or you can share something? about this place. And I am curious to hear from you because when my birthday was coming, I started to think where I would go to celebrate. I mean, where should I go? Where could I go? And I couldn't think of a place, of a specific place. Like, I like to go to that restaurant, so I'm going to go there. So I don't have a favorite place, but I wish I had. I realized that I don't have this favorite place or a place that I usually go. And so that's the question. If you have a favorite place or restaurant to go, what is it? Or if you would like to have, if you ever think about this. So Sheila, what about this question?
I have some places, but after the pandemic, these places I only ask for delivery. So in first place, I think is a place called La Cantina. Is a restaurant, Italian restaurant, and I think another is La Familia hamburger. I love so much. And I think that's it. La Familia is on São Paulo, and La Cantina is on the Santo André, São Paulo, ABC.
But did you used to go to these places and then during the pandemic you started to order to ask for delivery?
Yeah,
Is that it?
Before the pandemic, I used to go to these places, but only for delivery.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, thanks. And Eliane, do you have a favorite restaurant or place you like to go? What is it?
Okay. As I said, I love too much Brazilian regional food. Recently, I went with my family. I went to a restaurant called Mocotó. This restaurant stay at Vila Medeiros. How can I say? But Zona Leste.
Okay.
Yeah.
This restaurant is very comfortable, and the food is very good. Nowadays, this restaurant is my favorite. But the food is northeastern
Yeah, okay.
food. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
It's
I
a
really
good
like this food
restaurant for
too.
me.
Yeah, I like the name. Yeah,
Mocotó.
yeah, it's nice. And you, Hélio, do you have a favorite restaurant or places you like to go?
Yeah, I used to go with my wife in a Portuguese restaurant here in Campinas called Adega Santo Antônio. It's a very, very good restaurant. But we usually ask for a pizza in this Portuguese restaurant.
Really?
Yes. But there are many others that I enjoy going, but because of the prices nowadays, I prefer to eat at home.
Yeah, I understand.
Mm.
We have, I mean, I like to save names of places I want to meet. Like I discover on Instagram, for example, and so I have a list of places to go. but I mean, I keep, then I'll go. It's always
Yeah.
then.
You said you are from Rio de Janeiro, right?
Yeah, yes.
I used to work there some years ago, and I remember a Portuguese restaurant. I believe it's in the center, in the city center, called Da Silva. I don't know if you heard about.
No, I
It's
don't know.
very nice. They serve a very good bacalhau. Very nice place. It was expensive. Nowadays,
Yeah.
maybe it's more expensive than, but it's a very nice one. It's called Da Silva.
I'll look for it. Yeah, when you
that's-
said Portuguese place we have here, the name is Rei do Bacalhau, but I don't know if it's a place only on Rio de Janeiro. But I will search this Da Silva that you
Da
said.
Silva, yes.
And you are a fan of Portuguese food, right? Although you ask for
I
pizza, you like
love-
bacalhau and
but
stuff.
I love Portuguese dishes.
Yeah, and the candy, the Portuguese candies are good too.
Yes, very nice, very good.
Yeah. And you, Rudimar, do you have a favorite place to go, a restaurant?
Yes, I live in a small city, so there are no much options. But there are two that I like to go. One, they serve barbecue, and in the other, they have craft beer. It's the only place in the city that they do craft beer. So I like to go there to drink and eat some skewers, those meat pieces in a sticker. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. Two places.
Yeah. No, it's nice. You were the first one that said about drinking. I focus here on food, but we can talk about drinking too. Yeah.
Mhm.
And for example, I really, coming back to the other question, I really don't like açaí. You know, like there are people that loves, but I don't like it. Yeah, I think it's weird, the taste.
Oh my
And-
God.
Yeah. Are you a fan, Shayla?
Yeah, so much.
I
Yeah.
also I liked so much that I even opened an acai store, but it didn't went well.
But it's nice.
Yes, at least when we close it, I had a lot of acai to eat. I could eat every day.
I can imagine. But do you like the easy, the simple açaí, or the ones that we have like a lot of toppings? You know, like M&Ms and
With
milk.
toppings. With
Yeah.
toppings. Yes, I never had the real acai that they say from
Yeah.
North Brazil. Never tried that one though.
Yeah. Okay. And in a special occasion, do you prefer to cook at home, or do you prefer to eat outside, or do you prefer to ask for delivery? And why do you choose one of these options? What about you, Shayla? Do you have what do you prefer, depending on the occasion?
Well, I think it depends of the place. When you have a kid, some places are not so good, so I prefer delivery. But some places are have a good environment, so I like so much of simple environments with are comfy, and I think it's more I think it's good to eat and have a conversation. So that's it. I think some places are so good to go, and some places are good, have a good foods to eat inside.
Oh, that's nice. I didn't think about this. I mean, the experience, the environment, and the options the
Yeah.
restaurant offers. Yeah, it makes sense. And you, Eliane, in a special occasion, what do you prefer?
Depends on the situation. If the special occasion, if such as the Mother's Day or Father's Day, I prefer to eat outside. but if others special occasions, I think to ask for delivery or to cook something. Depends on the situation.
Okay. And you, Rudimar, what do you prefer?
I think it also depends on the situation. If it's with only a few people, I like going outside. But if it's a birthday or something bigger, maybe at home doing a barbecue, even though I don't like to cook, but a barbecue or a pizza, it depends on who is in there. If they are young people, pizza. If there are several ages, then a barbecue.
Yeah, it's nice. And for me, it's a little bit different than for Eliane, for example, Mother's Day or Father's Day. When I celebrate with my parents, they are older, so they don't like waiting in lines, or because sometimes these places are too crowded in this date. So Father's Day and Mother's Day, we usually ask for delivery, but it depends on the age, as Rudimar was saying too. They don't like to wait. But when it's my birthday, I like to go outside, or when I am with friends, I like to order pizza. So I agree with you that it depends on the occasion, but it's very rare for me to cook. I don't like to cook either, like Rudimar said too. And you, Hélio, in a special occasion, do you prefer to cook, to eat outside, or to ask for delivery? And why is that?
Depends on many factors, but nowadays I prefer to stay at home, even if I have to cook, or my wife, because the prices to go outside, and I don't like very much crowded places now because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
I'm a little afraid. But when I was younger, I prefer to go outside and to socialize in pubs, restaurants.
Yeah, it makes sense too. And you, Sheila, what's your opinion?
I think I already answered this.
Oh, I'm sorry.
question,
Yeah, you said about the environment. Yeah, about the kids.
Yeah.
There are places that have places for kids to play, and the others
Yeah.
that it doesn't offer this. I'm sorry, Sheila. You were the
No,
first
no
one.
problem.
Yeah, you were the first one. Okay. And now we have like a sentence here. So there are people that says that cooking is a way to demonstrate love. What is your opinion about this? Do you agree with the sentence, and why? And what do you think about this sentence? So, Eliane, what do you think?
I think it's cool, and I agree with these people because to cook is sign affection, I think, and concern and care. Some people often say that cooking is like therapy for them. For me, I agree, and I demonstrate my care for my parents and my family when I to cook.
Yeah, yeah, that's nice. And you, Shayla, what do you think about the sentence? Do you agree?
Yeah, I couldn't agree more because cook is the sign of affect. I think it is depends of state of mind generally. I think when you cook, you do something for someone, and you know that you are capable to do this for someone so important. And of course, you don't have time sometimes, but you when you can, it's so grateful. I think it's a way to demonstrate affection.
Yeah, yeah, I agree with the sentence too, because I think when we cook, we spend like time and energy on that, and
Exactly.
you show you care about that the person that you are cooking for, as Eliane said, like parents or family. I mean, it's easier to ask to buy the food ready, right? So if you have the time to cook, to prepare something special for that person, I agree that it's a way to show affection.
That's the point.
Yeah,
Exactly.
time and energy, yes. And what do you think, Elio, about the sentence?
Yes, I agree. I agree with all of you as well. Cooking is giving part of you to the ones you are cooking, to the ones you are cooking. Uh, it shows you have respect, care with people. I cannot agree more.
Yeah, and Eliane said something nice about a therapy. That for some
Yes.
people, cooking is a therapy. I wish it were for me, but it's not. But I think it's very nice, like people that spend hours preparing the meal and set the table, and it's like an event. You know, it has all the experience. I think this is very, very nice. And what do you think, Hudma?
I think the same. You all already said everything. Some people demonstrate love by cooking to others. Some people don't like to cook, so they demonstrate in other ways. But I agree.
Yeah. Okay, that's nice. And now, do you like to cook? And what do you like to cook? We were saying like asking for delivery or eating outside, but what about cooking yourselves? Rudimar actually said he is not a big fan of cooking. I am not either, but I mean, if you like to cook, because sometimes, I mean, even though we don't like it's necessary, we have to know how to cook some things, right? So the question is if you like to cook and what do you like to cook? And what about you, Shayla?
Well, but I don't have much time. Uh, I like I like cooking stroganoff and new recipes, especially when we have expensive food, and you can make this food for a low price in your home. So grateful and discover new recipes, new foods. I think it's amazing.
Yeah, you're right. There are a lot of plates that we can do at home that
Yeah.
it's cheaper at home than at the streets, like seafood, as Elio said. When we cook at home, it usually is cheaper than in a restaurant or a place outside. And Elio, what do you like to cook? And what do you like to cook? Or you cook because it's necessary, or you have
Yes, yes. I am used to cooking because I need to. Me and my wife, we alternate But some days I cook and other days she cook. But I learned to enjoy it. But it's a daily routine, as I believe I can say it. It's a daily routine. We don't cook elaborate dishes, but we do day by day dish.
Yeah, but is there a recipe that you like to cook, like a cake or a dessert?
No, I don't know how to cook desserts or candies, but I like to cook some meats and some chicken, some different ones, but only on the weekends.
Yeah, okay.
On the day by day, it's just
the simpler things, right? Yeah.
Simple food. Yes.
Yeah, I understand you. And what about you, Jumad? You said you don't like that much to cook, but is there something that you like to cook, a specific recipe or a dessert or something?
No, I don't like cooking. Anything for me is stressful. I hate cooking, but luckily my girlfriend likes, so she cooks and I wash the dishes. I'd rather wash the dishes.
Yes, that's nice. That's nice. Yeah. I am similar to you because I don't have, you said you get stressed and I don't have patience for cooking.
Yes.
To sometimes, I mean, like I turn the oven and I'm like, oh, it's not ready yet, and then it burns. Yeah, I understand you.
Yes, I don't have the patience because you have to put one thing at a time and wait the correct time. I would rather put everything in the pan and have it done, but
yeah,
it happens, but taste is really bad.
I understand you. Yeah. And you, Eliane, do you like to cook, or is there something that you like to cook?
I don't have many choice. I like to cook, and I cooking almost every day. And I like to cook simple things. And on the weekends, I like to cook simple things, such as feijoada, baião de dois, because I put on all the ingredients. I don't know how can I say,
Yeah.
on the panela. I don't know, and I cooking everything together. That's it.
Yeah, because you said you like the reality shows like MasterChef.
Mm-hmm.
Do you try something more
No,
elaborated?
never. No, I've never tried.
Yeah, it seems very difficult. Yeah.
Yes, I just like to watch.
You admire their talent, right? Yeah. I don't like to cook too, but when something that I like to cook is cookies, something that Sheila likes, and I have a nice recipe for this, but I mean it takes time. And then we have the dishes, as Rudimar said, so it's a long process. Yeah. And let me see the next question here. Do you prefer to eat candies or salty dishes? Which one do you prefer? For me, for example, I prefer to eat the salty dishes. And an example, it's like kids party, and then I will have to say some words in Portuguese, like I love salgadinho, like coxinha and risole. I don't think we have a name for this in English. And I could totally go to a kids party or any party and don't have the brigadeiro, but I need to have the coxinha. So I prefer the salty dishes than candies. I don't usually ask for desserts, for example, when eating outside. So I don't care too much for the candies. And you, Sheila, do you prefer candies or salty dishes? And what do you prefer?
I like both, but I think brigadeiro is the most the greatest candy of the world, I think. Again, but
Yeah.
I like so much of salty dishes too. When I was young, I liked it so much of candies, but now I think I like both.
It changed. You used to have a favorite, and now you like them both. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like you Ellie said, we change it during life, right? Yeah.
exactly.
And you, Elio, do you prefer candies or salty dishes? You said something about this earlier.
Yes, I said exactly this question. I believe I've already answered it. I prefer salty dishes. So I prefer salty food. Like you said, I prefer in a party. I prefer the small salty ones than the dessert.
Yeah. And you, Rudima, do you have a
Okay.
preference?
I would say salty dishes, as you mentioned. If you go to a kids' party, you would go with the salty. But I was thinking maybe that's because when we go to the party, we are hungry. What if we are satisfied and we have both dishes in front of us? Then I would go with the candies. But normally I would go to the salty because we want to eat salty.
Yeah, yes, it totally makes sense. We eat first the salty and then the candy, like
Yes,
in
because
order.
that's
So
how we do. When we are hungry, we eat salty. But what if we are good and we
yeah,
have both choices? I would go with the candies then. So I prefer
yeah,
candies. Mhm.
yeah, it totally makes sense. Yeah, I didn't think about this. Yeah,
Yes, I
I
didn't think this
agree.
before. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah. And you, Eliane, do you have a preference?
Um, it's difficult choice for me because I like both. But depends on the part of the day. For example, after have lunch or have dinner, I prefer to eat candies. And in the afternoon, I prefer to eat salty dishes, such as coxinhas, bolinho de queijo.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Depends of the.
and it depends on our mood too. I think I thought about this now. I mean, if we are stressed, maybe we want a candy, or maybe we want to drink something, as Rudimar said. I don't know. Yeah, because I thought like I mean, salty or candy, but it can depend on the time, on the day, on our moods.
Yes.
It's not something like defined. Yeah, that's nice. I didn't think about this either. And one more question. Do you usually try new recipes in the kitchen? I know most of us, it's not a big fan of cooking, but for example, during the pandemic, I don't like to cook, but during the pandemic, I wanted to do something different. And then I cooked for the first time a brownie recipe. So, and I think it's a way to have fun, like trying new recipes. Even though I don't like to cook, I think it's a good way to try to have fun. So what about you, Rudimar? I know you don't like to cook, but do you usually try something new in the kitchen, or you don't care? You really don't care.
No, I don't care. I try once in a year. So last month I tried to doing a dessert of pineapple, and it didn't work. So I guess I will try only a couple of months ahead in the future. Yes.
Okay.
The most innovation I do is fry an egg and adding some things to it.
Yeah, that's nice. And you, Sheila, do you like to try new recipes in the kitchen? I know you said you don't have much time, but do you like?
Yeah. I like try. As I said, especially when the dish is expensive outside. So I try do this, make this recipe inside as bread, or now I'm learning how make bubbles of barbecue. Do you know
Okay.
that bubbles of bubble cube? I get the recipe of this and I would try to do this. Chinese, Japanese food. Too. I will try learn to do this. I like different kind of foods of plates.
Japanese food must be difficult too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck and have fun during this.
But it's so expensive. It is my motivation.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never searched for the ingredients for this. Yeah, I don't even know how to buy it or where to buy it. Yeah, but I mean, I think it will be a good experience. Yeah, I think it will be nice. And Eliane, do you like to try new recipes or mostly during the weekends, as you said?
No, I don't. I'm not creative person. I always cooking the same things.
Yeah, I understand you. And Elio, to finish the question.
Like Eliana, I always do the same recipes. I'm a little bit afraid of something goes wrong with new recipes.
Yeah, you are afraid. I understand you. Yeah.
Something goes wrong with the dish.
Yeah, I totally get you. So, hello everyone. You are back here. I hope you have fun. And I changed my opinion about some things about food with our conversation today. But I would like to hear from Eliane and from Rudimar how was their experience here in the immersion. So how was for you, Eliane, this time, about your first time here in the immersion?
No, it's this time was very fun, very I don't know how can I say, but enriquecedor.
Yeah.
And I don't like stay here.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Eliane, for sharing. And you, Rudimar, how was for you the conversation and the experience here in the immersion?
It was good. It was fun, as Eliane said. Nice talking about different topics, thinking things that we didn't have to talk before. It's really good.
It's nice that you have fun. And what about the other room? Wanda, how was the conversation about food?
Oh, it is a really good conversation. We had fun. We laughed a lot. It's really good. Yeah, our group was amazing.
Yeah, I'm happy you left. It's so good to laugh. Yeah, it's nice. So everyone, thank you for being here. I'll be here next Thursday at 8 again with a different topic. And I'll send you on the chat the survey about today's meeting so that you can choose, you can send a score and you can leave your opinion. You can suggest something. You can say what you like and what you didn't like about the meeting. Feel free to comment what you want. And I think that's it. I hope to see you again and have a good week, end of week, and have a good weekend. So that's it. Thanks, everyone. I hope
Thank
to see you
you.
again.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye bye.